60%. Customer acquisition costs have increased 60% over the last 5 years across almost every industry. 60%. The era of cheap customer acquisition is over. And the companies that are still building growth strategies around acquisition-first economics are funding a machine that is getting more expensive every single quarter. Hello, my name is Todd Hagopian, the original Stagnation Assassin, author of The Unfair Advantage and The Stagnation Assassin on Amazon. Today's stat, customer acquisition costs have surged 60% in the past 5 years. Here's what that means for your growth strategy and where the real leverage in business lives right now. What does the actual number mean? This finding appears across research from SimplicityDX, ProfitWell, and multiple other digital advertising cost benchmarks. The drivers are structural: digital advertising market saturation, increased privacy regulations reducing targeting precision, and the proliferation of competing brands across every channel. The trend line is not reversing anytime soon. Here's the real insight. CAC inflation isn't a marketing problem. It's a business model stress test. Any growth model that depends primarily on customer acquisition is now running on an increasingly expensive engine. And when you compound rising acquisition costs with the widely cited finding that acquiring a new customer costs 5 to 7 times more than retaining an existing one, the economics of acquisition-dominated growth strategies become increasingly difficult to defend. The buried context here: the companies outperforming on growth right now are not the ones with the biggest acquisition budgets. They're the ones with the highest net revenue retention, expanding existing accounts faster than churning them, and generating referrals that reduce effective CAC organically. Here's the conventional crime. The standard response to rising CAC is to throw more money at acquisition channels, test more platforms, run more ads, hire a growth agency. This is the equivalent of responding to a fuel shortage by buying a bigger gas tank. You're solving the wrong problem with more of the wrong resource. The Stagnation Assassin response here: the 80-20 matrix reframes the growth strategy entirely. If 80% of your revenue growth opportunity lives in the existing customer base, and the data strongly suggests that it does, then the primary growth motion is expansion, not acquisition. Here's your move. Calculate your current net revenue retention rate. If it is below 100%, your existing customer base is shrinking even when you're selling. Every dollar of new acquisition is partially offsetting the churn rather than building on a compounding base. Fix the retention engine first, then the acquisition investment works as a multiplier, not a replacement. The one-line verdict here: a 60% rise in customer acquisition cost is not a channel problem. It's a signal that your growth strategy was built for an economy that no longer exists. For more stagnation-killing frameworks, grab The Unfair Advantage and Stagnation Assassin on Amazon. Visit toddhagopian.com for the world's largest database on stagnation, and continue to declare war on stagnation every single day in your business and every single week here with us.